Morning, I'm Jeff Turco. I am Director of Operations for Spray Foam Rigs and Equipment with SPI. We're here today up in North Woodstock, New Hampshire to demonstrate the startup and shutdown of a spray foam rig. And behind me is the Max Pro 16 series.
I'm Paul Lindsay, Senior Regional Manager for SPI. These rigs are not only available for purchase through any of our SPI locations, but we also have a rental fleet where you can rent one of these trailers at any one of our distribution locations across the country.
Here we are in front of the trailer in our generator room. So what we have is a 35 kilowatt Kohler diesel generator, along with a case compressor that is 60 gallon, 7.5 horse electric, and then a Tsunami Pure 10 for drying out all of the compressed air. And then on the back partition wall here is where our main breaker is, along with our load center for all the auxiliary equipment.
All right, let's hop into the back of the generator room and show you guys how to get this thing started. First thing we want to do is make sure that our roof vent is open. That's going to help with airflow from the intake louver, run through our generator and out the exhaust side. I've already opened that for the purposes of this video, and now let's get this thing turned on. So we're going to go 2 clicks and start getting this primed. Take a second to get going. Priming. Once you hear that shut off, we're good to turn on.
With the generator off, I'm going to go through the proper startup of the electrical equipment. So before doing so, what we're going to do is make sure that all the breakers are off and our main breaker panel is in the off position that you see here. So to properly shut down the rig, you want to make sure that those are off before the generator goes off. So after we start the generator up, what we'll do is go through, turn the main breaker on, and then individually turn the circuit breakers on. For the purpose of this video, I have the generator turned off so you can hear me okay. I'm going to go through the sequence of powering on the compressor. And the proper way to do that is make sure that your 90-degree shutoff valve is in the off position. When you turn on the compressor, it allows it to come up to pressure. Once that's in the off position, you're just turning the compressor to the on position. That'll come on. You'll hear it come on after all of the equipment and the breaker is turned on.
One thing I do want to touch base on, in the generator room, we want to make sure that we have a first aid kit available, a fire extinguisher, as well as a spare tire. These come stock in every one of our rigs, and we strongly recommend that for safety reasons, every rig that you operate also have these components in it. So in here, we're going to have our proportioning unit, we're going to have our stick pumps, our hose, and this particular rig is equipped with a cabinet on your hose rack, as well as 2 hot plates to help warm up your chemical faster. This particular rig has a Graco R3 E30 in it, but you can get any proportioning unit with an SPI rig built by Intech. We also have T3 pumps in this one. Same thing, any pumps that you choose can go inside of your rig. This one just happens to be a Graco unit rig. Now that we have the front of the trailer all set up, generator's on, our breakers are on, our compressor is on, let's turn on the proportioner. It's going to be a simple click there, and now we're going to boot up our proportioner. We're going to go in, and based off of our manufacturer's recommended settings, we're going to bring our drums up to temperature and pressurize our hose. We want to make sure our hose is unrailed and set up for our job before we do any of that. With any rig purchased through SPI or any rental, you'll have access to our full technical department across the country to help you get started or troubleshoot or anything you may need in the back of the rig.
We just went through the startup of the spray foam rig. Now what we're going to do is demonstrate the shutdown procedure. So the first thing that we're going to do is relieve the pressure by turning those down. And then we're going to go through and park the pump. So I have activated that sequence. Once that's done, you can click those back and shut off the proportioner.
Well, then we finish our day's work, and we shut down the compressor. Time to hop back in and shut down the rest of the equipment.
Close these up and we're completely shut down.